And every summer, my family and I go back to the reservation in South Dakota. So we remain in close contact with our family and our relatives there. And so it's wonderful to see all of you here this morning, and we just are so thankful that you're here. We are offering this rally as a prayerful gathering. We'd like to stand in prayer. We have different speakers here today, some artists, some performers, some native dancing, hopefully some drummers will show up. I think we have a drum group that'll be coming. So we have a lot to share, and I just want to thank a few people first. To my right here is my good friend Cheryl Desmond. She is a retired professor at Milledgeville University. And also Michelle, my good friend Michelle over here. I want to thank her for helping to make this happen. And Bob, and here's Bob. And I wanted to, and then Tabitha, and Becca, and my family. It's my husband and my son who set up the sound system today, and you'll get to meet my other children over here. So we just want to say thank you so much for coming today, and we'll go ahead and get started with our program. And first, I'd like for you, Cheryl has a few words.
Welcome to everybody. We're here standing in solidarity in this cold wind, but not nearly as cold as the wind that is blowing through North Dakota and South Dakota, and the forces of the winds from Washington and the forces from the corporate world that are trying to blow down the people at Standing Rock and will not be successful in their efforts to overcome the Native peoples, the Sioux Native peoples of Standing Rock, and Carolyn's family at Cheyenne, from the Cheyenne River tribe. I'm here as a co-sponsor from the nonprofit Servicios Ecumenicos para Reconciliación y Reconstrucción, which supports a culture of peace throughout the planet and is accredited by the United Nations. Thank you, Carolyn. I stand in solidarity with you and all your people and all the people here, and I'm thankful to be here with you all. Thank you.
Now we would like to invite Rabbi Baskoff to come forward and start us off with an opening prayer.
Good morning, everyone. I was sitting this morning and praying and studying with a group of people, and I was talking about where I was coming when we were done. And I asked them the following question. I said, you know, within a mile of where we are, there are a lot of historic cemeteries. And I asked them to try to imagine what it would be like if anyone proposed desecrating those grounds. One person immediately stood up and said, well, that's different. I said, no, stop and think about it for a second. Every time a single gravestone is toppled by vandals in our community, it makes front page news. This gentleman said, no, it's different. I said, how is it different? He said, well, if it was done for the sake of progress and not for vandalism, that somehow would be okay. At which point a woman in our group spoke up and said, you know, the problem is that every time we've spoken about progress in this country, it has meant moving Native Americans away from their property, from their land, from their homes, and from the burial places of their ancestors. The Jewish tradition honors our dead. We speak in Hebrew of kavod hamet, of honoring our dead. We don't disturb burial places. We don't disturb those who have died. And we treasure those places as sacred ground. We also honor economic justice that says that people who don't have the money or the power